Hi, I'm Tessa Rose Jackson. I'm a film and media composer and I release art and music under the name Mijn. So Orbit is a multidisciplinary art project. It started as an EP. It was a way of releasing a Someone EP called Orbit. And I'd read somewhere online that there was, I think it's something ridiculous, like 50% chance that your song on Spotify will be skipped within the first 5 seconds. The way we consume or approach new music is very passive. Sort of we just let it, whatever, and then we move on. And I just kind of felt like, is there anything I can do that makes it an active experience, something that people have to do, actively do, and something that could be just a little bit different and surprising. And I like doing that, like doing things that are different. So at first I wanted to do sort of animation thing, but that also kind of felt a bit passive. Then I thought of like having a room that was the EP that you had to go to, but then I was like, well, then you can't listen to the EP if you're, I don't know, in Brazil, which feels unfair. I finally ended up with the idea for an augmented reality app. I made this in collaboration with a software developer called RamJam, who are an amazing team of fellow nerds in Brighton, in England. And the idea was that we would release the EP as a pack of cards, artworks, 5 artworks, each artwork linking to one of the 5 songs off the EP. And if you look at the cards or artworks, it depends, it doesn't matter how big they are, as long as the image is the same. If you look at it through a phone or a whatever, iPad, with an app installed, through that app you look at it and it will come to life in augmented reality and the lyrics will appear around the side and you can interact with it, you can play with it, and the music will start to play the song. So this is a song and this is a different song. That was just super, super, super fun to do. And then you can present the EP as an exhibition.
In a gallery?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like every collaboration, it's just about figuring out what exactly was the end goal, what exactly we wanted to do. Obviously, for them, it was also very much like I had 1,000,001 ideas, and they were all like, "Yes, okay, but your phone must not crash when you do it, so it can't be too complicated." I'd be sort of very aesthetic about, "Oh, but I want this to have a certain grain, and I want every little bubble to be different." They were like, "Fine," but from a developer's point of view, that's not handy because we need to scale it down and keep it simple. And that was a really good push and pull relationship. And also how we got to the 5 artworks that it ended up being is I just made loads and loads and loads of artworks, all in the kind of same vein and the same world that I felt like Orbit lived in. And it was all about planets and the stars and stuff.
But you draw specifically for each song, like this is from that song?
I had like a few different ones for each song. So and then we just sort of, they picked out the ones that they were like, these will work well with augmented reality because it has very specific things like differences in contrast that work very well for the app to pick it up, that kind of stuff. And then we just sort of discussed like, okay, well, what's this song about? How could we translate that into something happening animation-wise on screen, something that feels like it links in some way to the lyrics. They put in something, then I put in something, and then that we built it very much together like that, step by step.
Nice. And did you explore also the beautiful world of developing apps? Could be another trait for you. You have many.
No. I did some of the animations, the little 2D animations at the beginning of the app. I did that. And obviously I looked over their shoulder and tried to understand what they were doing. But I understand a little bit of 3D modeling because I've done that for some animation. So that side of it I kind of understood. But then finally the actual mapping out and linking it up to augmented reality is oogity boogity to me, which I think is amazing. I don't know, and that's kind of the nice thing. I never sit still, and I'm always making new things. I think you can always expect me to do something different and something new and something I hate repeating myself. So I don't think I'll ever do the same thing twice. Mentally prepare for that. And then I think it's an open road.
And there's a lot still going on because Orbit was not really such a long time ago.
Yes.
And there's also your play.
Yeah.
So you have a lot in your hands right now.
Yes. I mean, I never sit still. Like I said, if there's one thing I have, it's energy. And that is true. I'm one of the lucky people that has managed to make my life, my hobby, my job, all the same thing. And I do it with my life partner, which means that's also in the mix. And it's really, really a wonderful place to be. And it means that I'm just constantly creating, which is actually all I ever wanted.
It's amazing. And Orbit, can we hear it somewhere?
Yes.
Can we see it in a gallery?
So the artworks are available online, so you can buy them in any size. You can have them like big. I print them also with a very specific technique called G-clay printing. Actually, this wonderful family company just around the corner print it for me. And it's beautiful and it's very, feels very fine art and it's good. Like, it's very vibrant. So in this size, small size, or in just postcard size for easy. So that's if you want the artworks themselves. And the music is on Spotify as well. So it's easy to find.
It was really amazing to get to know you better and to know more about your career. I'm a fan. I think Maja too. Thank you so much for opening the studio and for letting us know so much. Thank you, Tessa.
Thank you for coming.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget, there's more to watch.